What about like what players have stood out to you?
Numbers don't show this. You're probably gonna say you probably want to say the same thing because we were texting about this, but Kyle Lowry,
Okay, yeah.
what's his impact on the Heat? Like it changes everything. Like we were saying, I was watching them against the Magic, and when he's on the floor, it just switched. Like the whole team switches. They're all like moving off the ball more. They're all focused. Like his presence is felt. It's kind of like a Chris Paul type feel, and that's what's gonna make them reach their full potential. I guess what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. He's
And then defensively, they look with him on the even with like Jimmy Butler's been looking amazing defensively. Bam's been aggressive on the offensive end. He's doing what he always does defensively. They're all buying in. I've been saying that a lot, but they're all buying in.
it's the culture is eminent. The culture is fully embraced and fully present by this group, and it's exciting to watch. But for me, I'm gonna give an honorable mention to Lonzo Ball. He he's adding
You were a Bulls hater 2 weeks ago.
the pace. All right, he's shooting incredibly. He's doing what I like wanted him to do. He's pushing the pace, creating tempo, making smart passes with the ball. And then off the ball, he's finding cracks on the perimeter and just knocking down open ones. Like you can't ask for much more from him. And as the season and on defense, he's a monster. He's dominating on the defensive end. I know that they haven't played top end competition, but he is making guards and whoever his matchup is really suffer when they have the ball. And he's forcing turnovers, forcing deflections, being active in the passing lane. Him and Caruso are doing an awesome job at carrying that defense. But
needed that from him. That's what they needed. That's what we said coming into the season. They needed him, Caruso, and Patrick Williams to all lock up defensively.
and then the guy that I'm very impressed by is De'Aaron Fox. Uh I think he added just a confidence and a he's putting up shots right now that he wouldn't have put up a year or two ago. He's controlling the game from a tempo standpoint. Uh, the team itself, the Kings, look like they have a continuity. They have a core. They got like guys that have been there, been together. They have a coach that's been there for a couple of years now in Luke Walton. Um, they have so many different lineups they could go with. They have different scoring options, and Fox is the maestro. He is in charge. He knows when it's his turn to make some plays for himself, when to find his teammates. Harrison Barnes is starting the season on a really high note. He looks phenomenal. Um, I love the three guard lineups. They are he might single handedly be able to put him. He's going to be in the All Star conversation, 100%, and then he's also going to probably put the Kings in a spot to compete for a play-in spot. Right there with, I'm gonna say Memphis is probably gonna be in that conversation, even though they look really, really good to start the year. Memphis will probably be in that conversation. Who else? Everybody's looking. I think the Clippers might end up in that. I know it's early, but
I mean, the Spurs have looked solid too.
Spurs look solid. Oh, dude.
If the T will keep it up,
but I'm just saying. So the Kings. If Fox keeps playing at this level and playing with this confidence and like he looks like he has more control over everything going on, and to have it's kind of like that vet presence that you were saying with Kyle. Like Lowry comes on the floor and there's just that aura of I'm here. We're good guys. Let's go hoop. Let's do what we do. And that same aura is on the floor when Fox is on the floor. When he's off the floor, it's stagnant. It's out of control a little bit. they're trying to figure out things to do. While when Fox is out there, it's like, okay, guys, I'm here. Let's take charge. Let's do what we got to do and compete. And I think with somebody that could do that for a team, you're automatically in the conversation to compete and be in the playoffs, hopefully. All right, what about this? Is there one of these young teams that are in the like tank area that you have watched that you're really interested in? Because there's one for me. I think we'll have the same one.
I know what you're gonna say. What would be?
No, you say one because if we agree, then we can both talk.
I mean, like, I don't like. Do you mean like this year?
Yeah,
In
like a team this year, like OKC, Orlando, Detroit.
I feel like Houston will figure it out. I mean, they just have so much talent that it's not gonna like it's they're gonna figure it out. Like they're not like we said, they're not gonna be an easy win when February comes around. Like I just feel like they have so much scoring ability. They have a lot of potential defensively too. Just like
They're
Christian
very active. They're active in the gap.
Woods looked very good.
They
I
made
think
Dallas. Dallas had to earn that win. That
mhm.
was They played really solid for a half. It was a. They kind of like owned the pace. They were up pressuring, forcing turnovers. Dallas looked stagnant. Uh, but at the end of the day, like Luka made enough plays to get them a win, which
Ah,
it's hard to it's hard to deny that one.
yeah, they could very easily be 3-1 right now because they even the Celtics game like they gave them a tough time too. And Jalen Green at 30.
Yeah. For me, I'm 100% on board with this Orlando team, man, for the long
I was
haul.
trying to go away from that since I knew you were.
That I wanted you to say Orlando so we could both talk about Orlando, but they against the Knicks both times. I think that they showed some really good things. As a young core, I think I don't know about Cole Anthony being a starter long term, but the point that he is developing the way he is and he's getting so comfortable as a scorer in his second year, what he's doing from just a score, like straight up, he could get a bucket any way, shape, or form, it seems like. For being a second year guy, that's awesome that he's developing like that. Wendell Carter Jr. is probably one of the most exciting young guys in the league to me. He does a variety of things. He's versatile at both ends of the floor. He's able to knock down an open three. He's able to actually put the ball on the ground and get to the hoop. He runs the floor really well. Defensively, he's switchable. He's really good in the paint at protecting the rim. Jalen Suggs has a vet presence to the game, and I will stick by that. Josh talked about this in one of the podcasts that when we were talking about rookies, he genuinely like he's coming out on the floor and he's like taking ownership of everything that's going on. He's not at that point like how I was talking about Fox and how you were talking about Kyle. Like he's not there. Like he's a rookie. He's still got to figure out these kinks, figure out everything. Like, but the point that he has that presence on the floor, like controlling the offense and just being athletic. He's big for he's their point guard, and he got size and length. He's strong. He's a really good athlete, and he's pressuring the ball, making an impact on defense. I can't hate this. And Mo Bamba's finally showing us something. Mo Bamba is showing that he is growing as a player, and he's not someone that's going to ride your bench. Like that to me was probably the scariest thing for Orlando because that could have ended up a wasted pick set. Like I don't want to say that because everything I hear about Mo Bamba is that he's a great dude, but I just don't. I'm happy that he's developing. Like that's exact. Like everything you hear and read about the guy, he's a great dude, and I'm happy that he's developing and actually having confidence when he's on the floor. And I think Jamal Mosley is awesome for them. He's awesome, bringing energy. You see him on the bench, he's clapping, he's in a stance, like he's fired up all the time, and it's fun. It's fun to see that this young core got a coach that's young, brand new to the scene, and they could all grow together and see how this goes. And they don't even have Jonathan Isaac on the floor yet. And the Wagner,
That's
the
gonna bring him up.
Yeah, you talk about him, man.
Like
He looks good.
one thing that I was shocked about is like how they went to him like early. They tried to get him going. Like that's the one thing that shocked me when I watched them. Like you said, Suggs, like if you're watching casually, he's not gonna pop out to you. But if you're like watching, he's controlling the game for as a rookie. Like Bamba, you brought him up. Wendell Carter, I like how they're using him. They're kind of using him as their player type of thing, and he's doing like good stuff. Like you said everything basically. I'm not gonna try to add.
All right.